What's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to talk about the new Bob and Brad T2 massage gun. Check it out. So, Bob and Brad, the most famous physical therapists on the internet, just dropped another massage gun. Now, this came as a surprise because they have a lineup of massage guns. I guess there's three of them. So they had the C2, which was the first one. Then they had their Mini. Then they had the X6, which I just did a video on, which is an exceptional massage gun. And now they just released another massage gun, a T2. So you had the C2. And it appears that the T2 is an upgrade from the C2. So the C2 was referred to as a mini massage gun, which I was always confused because it wasn't quite a mini, but it wasn't as heavy or as big as other massage guns. So I guess they refer to it as a mini massage gun. But then they released an actual mini massage gun, like a pocket size. So now they have the T2, which is, I guess it's an upgraded version of their previous mini, which is the C2. If I'm being 100% honest, the C2 did not need to be upgraded. I really was surprised to see this new massage gun come out because the C2 was and is still one of my favorite massage guns on the market, period. Not just from the Bob and Brad massage gun lineup. I wouldn't think that you could have made the C2 massage gun any smaller. Here is the Bob and Brad C2. If you recall, if you watched my where I compared all the top massage guns, this was my number 2 pick. This is the C2, okay? And as you can tell, it's a very small massage gun already. I wouldn't have thought it needed to be any smaller. And now you've got this T2 model. From this distance, it probably looks exactly the same, right? Same size. And in a lot of ways, it feels like it's the same size. Actually, now that I put them side by side, it's a little bigger. See, there's your C2, there's the T2, and the T2, now that I'm putting them like that, is actually a little bigger. I didn't realize that. And it looks like it's only bigger by the handle. So, here's the C2, here's the T2, and if I put it like this, you see the handle sticking out the bottom. So the handle's a little bigger. And I guess I understand why they did that because I complimented them on the X6 massage gun, that one of the things I loved about the X6 was that they had this very long handle, so it actually makes it a little easier maneuver. I really didn't have any issues maneuvering the C2 around because it's so light, but it looks like they just extended, so the body is the same size. They extended the handle a little bit is why this one seems bigger, but is actually the same size with just a longer handle, which again, it makes sense so that you can grip down here and move the massage gun around. Now, quick note on that as far as comparing the two. So this one's got, I'd say, an inch or two more on the handle. So it's a little, that's about an inch. They've got an inch more on the handle. So it's slightly bigger, but they weigh exactly the same. So both massage guns are still only 1.5 pounds. So they still are the lightest massage guns you're gonna find on the market right now. So that's your first comparison. So let's talk about the rest. The C2 massage gun is still available on Amazon, the C2 Mini, and this is still $119, so it's $120. Where the new one, the T2, is actually $129. So this massage gun is $10 more. Now, if it's exactly the same thing, like what exactly are the upgrades? Well, why would you pay $10 more for this massage gun, right? As far as build quality, this does feel, I don't know, they feel the same quality build, so I wouldn't say it's any different. There is a little more, the same silicone handle. There's a little more plastic, but the build is, it does feel better, but I mean, that could just be because it's newer. The grip, they have this little ring around here that actually sets the grip ergonomically, so that's a little different. I like that. They look kind of the same, so there's your setup for this one. Here's your setup for this one, where the the speed dots on this is in the back. On this, it's just on the top like that. But the battery life is still in the handle. So that's the same. This is a little more narrow because the vent is here, this big circle here. This one, the vent is just a straight line, so the gun is a little smaller in that aspect. Both massage guns max out at 3,200 RPM, which is pretty standard nowadays. They both come with 5 heads, and they actually come with the exact same heads. 2 very unique heads to Bob and Brad are this head here is like accordion thing, it's good, and this flat head here. These are my 2 favorites. So yeah, they come with the same 5 massage gun heads. They both have 5 speeds, which if you've watched any of my previous massage gun videos, that is the sweet spot for me. I don't like 20 speeds because you're using, again, 20 speeds to get to 3,200 RPM. You're just incrementally getting there. Whereas all I need for that to get up to 3,200, I just need 5 speeds. The battery life is pretty much the same, 2 to 5 hours. That's a pretty big window to say you have between 2 and 5 hours. But it's odd. Sometimes it can go 5 hours. And sometimes I feel like it's 2 hours. I don't really know what causes that kind of variable. But 2 to 5 hours, so the battery's the same. So aside from some slight design changes for the T2, what makes this $10 more expensive? 2 factors, maybe 3. The T2 has a 10 millimeter amplitude, meaning the stroke depth is 10 millimeter. So that's good. And here are the 2 primary differences. The T2 is quieter and it has a stronger stall force. Whereas the C2, I think is at 60 decibels, which is good. This is respectable, so check it out. So this massage gun has always been more on the quiet side, so 60 decibels. The T2 is 40 decibels, 44 decibels, excuse me. So it's a bit quieter. They're both still very quiet, but this one's a little quieter. Now with the decibels, the numbers go down. So again, 60 decibels, and I misquoted earlier, it's actually 45 decibels. So you want the decibels to be lower, meaning it's quieter. Stall force, you want the numbers to be higher. So this was 35 pounds of pressure for stall force, meaning I could push it in 35 pounds of pressure before it starts to stall. I could never push this hard enough for it to ever stall. I never had an issue with that. But the T2 has a 44 pound stall force, meaning it's 10 pounds more of pressure that you could push before it even starts to stall. I could never get this to stall, so I know this will never stall. So the C2 was so well manufactured, and even I've had this for well over a year, I think a year and a half now, and I still haven't had any issues with it. So it was so well manufactured, and it just works so well that I really did not think they needed to upgrade it. I wouldn't have thought they needed to release a new version or another massage gun. But here we are. We've got a nice new Mini, a T2. It's $10 more, which I'm sure eventually Bob and Brad do a good job of like putting coupons on there and dropping the price. So this may eventually get down to $119. But even for $10 more, here's your newer version. And again, I just didn't see a lot they needed to improve upon, but it looks like they did. All around, the Bob and Brad massage guns are always affordable, and their build quality is always top notch. So yes, if you want to get the C2, or if you have the C2 and you're thinking about a new one, you probably don't need a new one, but like I said, I didn't know this was out, but it's a really good massage gun, okay? So if you don't have one, you're looking at the 2, go ahead and get the T2. You know, if you $10 is not a big difference, and you want to get it in it, it'll be that much quieter and it's got stronger stall force. But if you want to save $10, you can't go wrong with the C2. The Bob and Brad lineup in general is awesome. I love all the massage guns, and I have all their massage guns. I just did a video on the X6, which is hands down, I'd say right now, my favorite massage gun overall. But that one's a bit more expensive. These are more affordable. These get the job done. So I'm very happy with the T2. So check it out. I will make sure I put the link to the T2 massage gun in the description below. As always, guys, keep fighting for fit, no excuses. Thank you for watching the video. I appreciate the support. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.